Hey guys, so we're here today to talk about Khloe Kardashian. You've seen the title. I don't like to make it a habit to comment on people's body dysmorphia, and you know, I'm not here to body shame anybody. Just to start out, we're not gonna body shame Khloe Kardashian. She was always like my favorite Kardashian back in the day when I watched the Kardashians. But I also think that the way she's gone about the situation is completely fucked up, and we really have to talk about her playing the victim in a game her family created. So before getting this video, subscribe to my channel, up every Tuesday and Thursday. This might be like a bonus video, I don't know, but here we are. Let me start off by saying that I talk a lot about body positivity on this channel, which is why I wanted to cover this, because I do think this kind of veers into the body positivity movement and what body positivity is, and I fully believe that every body is a good body and that people should be able to be proud of their bodies and love their bodies regardless of their size, and that like posting unedited and unfiltered pictures of yourself on the internet are not brave. You know, fatter girls wearing crop tops are not brave. But this isn't about Khloe's body for the rest of us. This is about a game the Kardashians have created and played and profited off of, and now Khloe is using that to paint herself as the victim while making millions of dollars off of the exact same thing that's victimizing her. So to start, if you don't know what happened, the other day a picture of Khloe Kardashian was leaked online. Their stories are either that her grandmother posted it or that her assistant posted it. Imagine like your poor grandmother just posting a picture of you because she loves you unconditionally and you having a panic attack. So what happened was the picture started circulating on like Reddit and Twitter. And the Kardashian PR machine went into fucking overdrive. They were like taking down videos, suing people, copyright claiming Twitter accounts, because I guess because Khloe is Khloe, like because she is herself, she technically owns pictures of herself, so that's her copyright, which is weird. And like, okay, so they started taking pictures down, and here's the thing. It was making rounds like kind of on Twitter and stuff, but no one heard about it until the story was the Kardashians are trying to take this picture down. And then everyone was like, oh wait, let me see this picture. And like, honestly, when you look at the picture, you're like, that's the picture she's trying to take down. I might insert the picture here because I have it on my phone. Sue me, Khloe, because I want people to see this picture and see what it is that Khloe is trying to take down, because the fact that they took the picture down means a lot of people can't find it, and so people think it's worse than it actually is. But if you look at this picture, Khloe looks great. Skinny legend, or whatever the fuck people say. Like, the first rule of internet is that if you try to take something off the internet, it will go viral. First of all, the Kardashians have made their entire fucking millions off of internet culture, so I don't really know why they're so confused that having this picture taken down is going to make it more popular, but that's what it did. But again, if you look at the picture, and like even Khloe trying to spin it like she's always being body shamed, like when people saw that picture, I didn't see a single person being like, wow, Khloe looks like trash. Everyone was like, wow, she looks beautiful. And it's so refreshing to see a real body. And like, honestly, she's still, even in an unedited, unfiltered capacity, an unattainable body. Like, she still is in that beauty standard that she upholds. Like, she made it sound like she was 55 pounds heavier and this photo was leaked, but like, she's still a skinny ass bitch in this picture. She looks great. She's just relaxed. And I think we have all seen pictures go around of like posed versus relaxed. Like, we all understand what angles are, and it was just refreshing to see a picture of Khloe not angled, not photoshopped, not smoothed out, because all of the Kardashians are infamous for editing their pictures. I'm a big advocate of not using Facetune. You know, I don't mind color correcting pictures. I put like filters on it and stuff, but I never edit my body or even my face. Like, I'm not here to smooth out pores or whatever. But Khloe has a history of, remember that fucking Instagram picture where she looked like she took Malia's face, is it Malia or Malika? Malika's face on her face, and then they showed like the picture from the Kardashian episode versus her Instagram picture and how it looked different, and everyone online was like, oh, well, like that's angles and lighting, and it's like, no, she clearly photoshopped her nose short, her nose thinner, her chin, she narrowed her face. Like, it's not just angles. Angles can only do so much. Khloe photoshops the shit out of her pictures. She smooths stuff out, she thins herself out. It's very clear they have all been caught doing it because they warp the background sometimes with it. Like, it's all very clear, we all know they do it. So it was just refreshing to see a real life fucking body, and like, as someone who is in the mid-size range, like that's still an unattainable body to me. And so for Khloe to go to these lengths to have this picture taken down of a body she claims to be proud of is like ridiculous. And that's also my issue here, is like Khloe went to all these lengths to have this picture taken down. This picture that looks like so many girls. I bet so many girls saw that picture and said, wow, I look like that. And like, I love Khloe. It's so cool to know that we look the same, you know, unedited in unflattering lighting. Like, that could bring them some sort of peace or, you know, security in themselves. And then Khloe shit all over that picture and was like, that picture needs to be off the internet because it doesn't represent who I am or what I look like. So in that instance, all you did was tell every girl around the world who looks like that or who is bigger than that, which, let's be real, statistically, most women are a bigger size than that. You are an unattainable goal. So you told every woman that looks like that or that is bigger than that, that that is not okay to post online. Like, the thing to do here would have been to do nothing. If they would have just done nothing, the picture would have gone away. People would have been like, wow, Khloe's like a real human, cool. And then they would have moved on with their lives. But the Kardashians are a machine and they couldn't just do nothing. So instead of doing nothing, the other thing she could have done was said, yeah, what she should have done was posted this picture on her Instagram story and said, this is what my body. I'm not ashamed of my body. I have been picked apart in the media for so long for being the fat Kardashian and the ugly Kardashian and whatever, but this is what I look like unedited and I'm not ashamed of that. I've worked for this body and I love my body, and while sometimes I put a filtered persona in front of the world because that's what people expect of me, I don't want people to think that I'm ashamed of my body. This is what I look like sometimes, whatever. And people would have been like, yeah, go girl, get it sis. Sure, people are gonna pick you apart. People are gonna pick you apart anyways because you're a fucking Kardashian. Like, I can't help that for you. But in this instance, instead of doing nothing or saying like, yes, this is my body, get over it, she, like, part of me feels so sad for her, like, that this is how she sees herself. Like, she clearly does have some sort of body dysmorphia, which a lot of girls have, and some sort of body image issues. But I also can't feel bad for her because she's also profiting off of these body image issues. We'll get into that. So let's go back to what she did. So she goes insane and posts a video on her Instagram where she starts showing off her body unedited. Notice she's in flattering bathroom lighting. And then, like, she's like holding her boobs and like jumping up and down and showing you her like naked body, which, like, first of all, did I not talk about angles? Angles don't just apply in photography, Khloe. Angles also apply in videography. I could suck in for a video and look much skinnier than I actually am. I could flex, I mean, I can't flex. She could flex in a video and look like she has abs. But most people who look like that don't have abs when they're relaxed. So, like, again, you're doing too much. And then she went on a video, on an Instagram live, and like pulled her pants down and pulled her shirt up and was like flexing and again turning in certain angles and sucking in and showing how thin she was to be like, see, I don't Photoshop my body, this is what my body looks like. So basically saying that picture is not what my body looks like, this is what my body looks like. But the thing is, Khloe, your body looks like both of those things, and that's okay. Once again, you're out here telling girls that their body isn't okay unless it's in flattering lighting and sucked in and cinched, when, like, you're a real fucking person. Like, you're doing too much. Like, nobody went into this thinking you were fat. Nobody went into this being like, oh, Khloe Kardashian is actually 65 pounds heavier and it's all been a fucking super Photoshop facade. We all know you're fucking skinny. You're not proving us anything by posting this video that you're skinny. It's just like so, again, it was like sad and kind of pathetic to see her like trying to prove that she doesn't look like a picture of her that is clearly her. Like, what are you trying to prove? You're either proud of that picture or you're not, or that either is you or it's not. Like, you can be two things. And again, I don't want to take away from the fact that this is probably a fucked up thing in her mind, that she sees herself, you know, she has body dysmorphia, I'm sure, or body image issues, but at the same time, in her fucking statement, she talked about having to live up to the public's perception of her. And I just want to say, the unrealistic beauty standards that are prevalent in our society today were created and pushed at us by you and your family. Your family is like one of the largest families in the world. 2 of your sisters are billionaires because of it. And do you know why they're billionaires, Khloe? Because they profit off of body image issues. They profit off of diet culture. You don't get to sit on your Instagram and hawk fit tummy tea at me and appetite suppressant lollipops and tell me that that's how you got that body that we all know you paid for. And then tell me that you don't like diet culture and the way that the public is forcing body ideals on you. Like, you don't get to have it both ways. You are forcing those body ideals on your 100 million Instagram followers every single day. You are forcing those body image ideas on your followers by not showing them a realistic depiction of what your fucking body looks like. Like, you and your family created this monster. Like, this is the exact definition of you made your bed and now you have to lie in it. You don't get to have it both ways. You don't get to make billions of dollars off of profiting off of girls' insecurities and creating those insecurities and then turning around and saying, wow, I can't believe the unrealistic body ideals in society. Also in her statement, she talks about how she worked for it. Listen, Khloe can tell me she didn't have surgery until she's blue in the face, but I will never believe it. We all know that every single Kardashian had surgery. You did not get that stomach and you did not get that ass from doing squats and working out. Yes, you have worked hard to maintain what your surgeon built for you, but like, squats do not create an ass. My best friend is like a gym freak and she has a small ass and she has been squatting for her fucking life and she can't make an ass happen. It just won't happen. You can't create hips. Anyone that says that you can is a fucking liar on Instagram who probably got surgery. Also, like, your thighs don't match, so... And like, here's the thing, I'm not here to shame anybody for getting surgery. Get your surgery, girl, I don't care. And like a regular person, I don't think you need to tell fucking anybody any shit about your body. But Khloe, again, like all the other Kardashians, is getting surgery and then telling me that she worked hard for this body and that they can do it too, and telling people that fit tummy tea and appetite suppressant lollipops are how they do it, and that's not realistic, and it's a lie. So it's a perfect time to be like, you know what? For my body. Like, yeah, sure, I'm sure she works out like 7 times a day to like maintain it, but also that's the privilege she talked about in her post, like, oh, I have privilege so like people don't feel bad for me. And like, yeah, Khloe, you know when people say like, oh, everyone has the same amount of time in a day as Beyonce. Like, no, we don't, because the Kardashians have dietitians and trainers and they don't have a job they have to go to support their family so they can work out all the fucking time. Like, you don't have the same amount of time in a day as a Kardashian, and you didn't work for that body. Like, that privilege and money is how you got that body. We've all seen posts that are like, you're not ugly, you're poor, with like before and after pictures of celebrities before they were rich and after they were rich. And it's so true. Like, people are buying their bodies and there's nothing wrong with that. But stop trying to tell me that you didn't buy your body and that I can attain it, so that when I work my ass off to attain it and I never reach the goals that you have done, that you have gained with surgery, I feel shittier about myself and then I buy whatever fucking product you're selling me. It's just like so infuriating, and I literally can't feel bad for her when she has profited off of this industry for her whole life. Like, this is why your family's billionaires. This is why your family has what they have, because you guys have profited off of this your whole fucking lives. You guys have created this industry. You guys have, you know, found black and ethnic body types that you liked, and then you appropriated them onto your white passing bodies and sold them to white girls and the masses as being the new trendy thing, a new body type no one can attain to because you're born with the body type you have and you can't create a new body type. You can't change your bone structure unless you're willing to get plastic surgery. Like, again, I feel bad for her because she's clearly like not mentally able to understand this. I hope that she's not mentally able to understand this. I hope that she has such severe body image issues. Not that I hope she has severe body image issues. What I'm trying to say is that I hope that she's not using this to manipulate her audience, to play the victim. I think she's truly clueless in this instance, but like, you can't have it both ways, Khloe. You can't profit off of this and also, like, you know, if she was a normal person, I would feel worse for her, but like, she is not only is she profiting off of body insecurity, but she is forcing these ideals onto hundreds of millions of little girls, young women, teenagers who look up to her. She's telling them their bodies aren't good enough and that they should be using Fit Teas and appetite suppressant lollipops. And like, I have no sympathy for that. Honestly, like, Khloe should be spending her money on therapy and not surgery because it's very clear she has body image issues. They probably all do. It can't be a healthy environment to be in, but at the same time, like, I can't feel bad for you when you literally created this issue. You're profiting off of this issue. You're hurting young girls and then trying to tell me to feel bad for you because an unedited picture of you was leaked where you literally look flawless. Like, I don't feel bad for her. I don't feel bad for the Kardashians in general, but like, stop pretending you don't Photoshop your body. Stop pretending you didn't buy your body. You know, you can work hard to maintain your body and still just be open and honest with your people that are following. Like, you know, she talked about how she's always honest, but like, you're not. If you're trying to imply that you worked hard for that body, you're not being honest. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but this is just the truth. I don't feel bad for Khloe. I feel like, you know, people as a society, like social media, we are all putting like our best face forward, and I miss when Instagram was just like, you know, stupid pictures of your food and nobody gave a fuck about aesthetic, but that's where we are now, and the Kardashians helped to create that, and it's fucked. And like, people need to see real bodies because when people are constantly editing their bodies and their photos before they post them, all you're doing is fucking with people's minds and even your own mind. Like, I saw Samantha Ravindell said she stopped editing her pictures, her body and her pictures on Instagram because she said, I used to look back on those pictures and be like, wow, look how good my body looked, but then I would remember that my body didn't even ever look like that because I photoshopped it. Like, you're creating your own body dysmorphia by doing this stuff. And I don't feel bad for the Kardashians. I just truly can't feel bad for a billionaire. I mean, I think Khloe's only like probably like 100 millionaire, like just, but, and also her whole fucking thing with Good American, which is her jean brand, is that it's body inclusive. So like, how can you pretend to be body inclusive when you're literally telling people that what you're doing is when you tell people that your body isn't good enough, you're telling them that everyone's body who looks like you or is larger isn't good enough. And I understand having those internal struggles, but you're not just talking to yourself anymore. You're talking to society, and you have a daughter who is gonna grow up and watch you hate your body. And let me tell you, as a daughter who grew up watching my mother hate my body and pick apart my body, it does nothing for your body, for your security in yourself to hear that growing up. So Khloe needs to, I hope she like needs to get therapy and deal with her shit because she's rich as fuck, and instead of spending her money on trainers and surgery and whatever the fuck else, maybe she could spend it on like dealing with herself internally because she clearly has some issues she needs to deal with. So that is my thoughts. I just like, did you guys feel bad for Khloe? Did you see the picture? I think I might have posted it in here. Like, it literally was just such a normal picture, and it's just like so fucking sad that she thinks that it's bad, but like also annoying. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.